Well, hello and I welcome you all to Generic Tech News, where all the tech news is super generic. So, first off, we've got NVIDIA. They just dropped their GTX 1070, which has really nice performance. The only problem is that it's only 12% faster than the GTX 1080 and also 33% more expensive. With the same cost, you might as well buy a GTX 1080 Ti, which will yield much better performance. But then again, you never know when the ray tracing will come in handy. We don't even know if any games will support it, though I do think there are rumors that the Shadow of the Tomb Raider will soon get ray tracing, but we still don't really know too much about it. And do you know what else is kind of bad? It's that Google got fined $5 billion by the EU due to the fact that if any manufacturer or developer wants to include the Play Store on their phone, they also have to include many of the Google apps, such as Gmail and Google Play Music. Now, I don't know if this is completely fair because Google does technically own Google Play games, but I mean, I can kind of see both sides of the situation because, I mean, Google, they developed the Play Store. I think they have the right to decide how developers should be able to use their software, but then again, if you're a developer and you don't really want your phone cluttered with tons of junk, you know, I can also see why you wouldn't want a lot of the stock Google apps. Also, Huawei just dropped their Mate 20 and Mate 20 Pro, both of them featuring 3 cameras. I mean, why do you need 3 cameras? I mean, one is plenty. How does, for some reason, the Pixel 3 only has 1 camera and it's still the best camera? Why do you need 3? Also, the Pro has a dewdrop display, which only means it has a very small notch, but, you know, the notch is still there, which kind of sucks. They also have very nice and ample batteries, over 4,000 milliamp hours, so they should be able to last you quite a long time. And do you know what won't come in a long time? The next Samsung phone, though there already are some speculations and leaks about what it is. There are already a few leaks about having an under-display fingerprint sensor as well as under-the-display speaker, just to be able to add some more screen real estate, but there are also lots of pictures leaking where none of this is existent. So far, you know, we do not know for sure. We'll just, I guess, have to see. And Samsung also just dropped the Galaxy Book 2, which is a full-fledged Windows tablet sort of thing. It's like a Surface series, except it's made by Samsung. It's running full Windows, and instead of using an Intel chip, now it's using the Snapdragon 850, which I don't believe is even launched yet. But it's gonna cost you $1,000 with 4 gigs of RAM. The only problem is, you know, it's an ARM processor. You're not gonna really be able to do too much on it, you know, and it's gonna cost you $1,000. But you know, hey, it's out there. Speaking of new launches, Apple is going to be launching their new iPad Pro on October the 30th, with possibly having USB-C. Finally USB-C, not that horrible lightning connector. Also on the same day, there might be dropping a new Mac Mini Pro, which will be much cheaper than the previous Macs and should offer pretty good performance. But because of this, OnePlus will have to move the release date of the OP6T from the 30th to the 29th, which is bad for a lot of people as they have already booked many flights and hotels to be able to be there on the release day. Though despite this unusual launch of a phone, I do believe the OP6T should be a pretty good phone. It's gonna have, I think it's gonna have an A45 processor. Might have the 850, I do doubt it though. It's gonna have 8 gigs of RAM. It's gonna have that nice under-screen fingerprint reader. It will have a notch. You know, OnePlus started doing notches ever since the OnePlus 6. And it won't have the headphone jack. I know we will all miss it. Rest in peace, headphone jack. But overall, I think it should be a pretty nice phone. If you have the OnePlus 6, I wouldn't really suggest upgrading. But if you have an older phone, I think you might want to go for it. Also, finally, the benchmarks for the i9-9900K have finally arrived after those fake ones, which said 50% faster than the Ryzen. But no, this time it's only a little bit faster, but it is still the king of gaming. I don't know, is that worth another $150 for you from the, say, 2700X? I mean, that's like $350. The i9 is much more expensive. Personally, I don't. Is that little difference worth $350 for you guys? Drop your answers in the comments down below. Also, our favorite messaging service, Discord, has now changed their terms of service. Now, you are legally not allowed to sue them if you agree to the terms of service unless you specifically send them an email. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna switch to Skype now. Yeah. Speaking of switching, you might want to switch to AMD graphics cards because they are dropping their RTX 590, which is basically a refresh of their Polaris series graphics cards. It should give you a little bit of better performance, but it might not be worth it because Nvidia is also dropping a new graphics card. I know I had the 2070 in this video, but I'm talking about a different one. They are dropping a refresh of the 1060 with 6 gigs of GDDR5X memory, which, you know, should improve performance a little bit. It won't be groundbreaking. I mean, if you want groundbreaking, there's a Titan V for you guys. Just use the Titan V and the 2080 Ti, okay? So that's really all the tech news for today, you guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I know this isn't the best room to record in. I'm not in my room. They're absolutely destroying our house right now. They are, I mean, not destroying, but, you know, our house is getting fixed. So sorry for all the background noises. Once I can actually go back in my room, I will have a green screen, beautiful green screen, and I'll have a nice background. But for now, you guys will just have to survive with all I've got. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys disliked the video, you know what to do. But if you liked, drop a like, subscribe, maybe even comment. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next one. Peace out.